Hello, my people. It's Wigless me. Yeah, I'm in bed and I'm hungry. People, I was going to eat by myself because I was talking to my girl, absolutely Anita. She on a live right now, and she wanted to do a live collab, but I am like, I don't know. My head is in a mess, and I just like, I'm so hungry. It's something we have to prepare for, girl. Absolutely, Anita. One day we'll definitely do that. I can't come on your live looking like homemade soup. Girl, I got some what they call this? Butter potatoes. It was supposed to have, yeah, it have butter on it, and they put some Old Bay. Ooh, lulu, lulu, lulu. You see what has happened every time I try to show off? And I just got something simple. Some fries, honey lemon fries, which is nice and piping hot. I love it. Nice and piping hot. And about 16 honey garlic pepper. Because last time, honey garlic pepper. I think the last time I got garlic pepper. This time I made sure I got garlic pepper by mistake. So this time I made sure, oh gosh, the thing in all your face. Alright guys, let me say a little prayer. And I did get a drink. I got a triple mix. You always see me drinking it. I know you guys just can't see the food. I'm so hungry. So hungry, guys. So hungry. These wings kind of small. The last time, the ones was a little, the other ones was a little bigger, but I keep saying I'm going to eat healthy. Today I got paid. Today I got paid, and I'm supposed to buy that Alaskan box of sockeye salmon. I still think I'm going to buy it. The fry is hot, but I have to see after I buy everything else that I think I need, if I can afford it, because it's $300 for about 20 something pieces. It's 2 something, but with tax and all of that, I'm sure it will come up to like about 3. I should have ordered 20 wings, because these wings are slapping. They're lashing. And why? Because I want to start eating healthy, like salmon and greens. But today is Friday. Just got paid. And I say I'm going to treat myself. Nothing wrong with that, right guys? Oh. Let's just see how everything goes. I have to hold it up because I don't have nothing to put the dog on. So how have you guys been doing? I want to say thank you for the new subscribers. I'm so glad you guys are here and that you came of your own initiative. You're always welcome here. I don't do anything much around here, so it always surprises me when I get new subscribers, people coming in, you know, because I don't ever tell people subscribe, push notification buttons and stuff like that, you know, mainly because I don't feel like I'm putting out, you know, that kind of content where I feel like I should be pulling in people. My channel is just, you know, whatever I'm doing, whenever I'm doing, you know, and some people could look at it as, you know, a waste of time content. It's just for distraction. But I'm glad I have some support while I'm figuring it out. Maybe when I figure it out properly, I would say, you know, you all subscribe, push notification, because I feel like I have something of substantial to put out. But right now, I'm just figuring it out. I'm just here, you know. I don't even know what I'm doing. I cannot edit. Editing is not something I know how to do at all. I don't know what that is. So, when people come, I'm just happy that they come. I hope you all stay. But you all are not tied down here, you know. You all are always welcome, however. Mm-hmm. They say that's how the algorithm works. Keep telling people subscribe, 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 but I like people to do that on their own. At least of right now, because I don't feel like my channel has anything of that, you know, of that important to that tell people subscribe to this, you know. If you want to come here and get a little laugh, you know, entertain yourself a little bit, get a little distraction, you know, you just want to be distracted briefly about something, you could come here, chat it up with me, look at me, laugh at me, whatever you want to. Make yourself happy. Don't be rude. Don't be mean. But I know that's it's in some people's nature to be like that. So you just can't study them. But you know, I'm happy to just, you know, distract you from whatever might be bothering you or bringing you down at the time. I just want you all to be happy, you know. In the meantime, while we all try to figure out this thing called life in this world, because in this world, the way things are going now, currently how it's going, it's very hard on a lot of people. Including myself, so oh, I'm hiding it from you. I ain't take that off. Oh, it's so hot in here. I'm always having the heat on. And then I find I'm overheating. Because I be forgetting I have it on. These butter potatoes are so good. And one thing about this place, I think it's called Seafood and Wings. So far, their food is always hot. Always, always hot. And I love that. They're also not too far from where I live, so that probably helping. And it tastes pretty good too. I got all flats. No drumsticks. So I wishing I had bought 20. I got 16. But the way how this is going, I was crying a lot this morning, guys. I woke up and I was crying. Where's the napkins? I don't know. Did I get any napkins? I know I just told you, here it's supposed to be a feel-good channel, but guys, in reality, I'm only human. And my life was always peaches and cream. So me opening up to you all, sometimes you might hear a little bit of dark things, a little bit of somewhat disturbing things. But that's how just life was, you know. My life was always peaches and cream. And before I get into that, I just want to say thank you to all of you guys, because I wasn't too well lately, and it was rough. It was a little bit rough, guys. I don't know what happened to me. I think I am not realizing, excuse me, that I'm getting older, and that the way I used to dress and get away with the seasons, like you see when spring coming in, you could afford to put on a little lighter clothing even though it's cold. Well, sometimes I wear too much of light, like my clothing is just very light, almost like summer. I might just throw on a little camisole or a little sweater, and guys, I figured it was that not dressing well enough, because for the early part of the spring it was still a little bit cold, and I just wasn't paying attention to the weather. And one time I was standing at the bus stop and it was cold, and I didn't have on, I don't think I was dressed properly. I had on a camisole. It was warm, but not all that warm, and I was still feeling cold. And I remember I was holding my hat and it hit me in my eye. I don't know, I was raising it up maybe to put it on my head because I had it in my hand, and it hit me in my eye. And when that thing hit me in my eye, I just felt like everything coming on in me. Like I felt like the cold was coming on. I started to feel stuffy. I started to feel like, like you're getting sick. Just like that. And then my eye, it felt like something was in my eye ever since that hat hit me in my eye. So When I came home that day, everything came down. My nose was stuffy. I couldn't breathe properly. I was coughing. I was congested. Woo! You guys saw it. You guys saw it. And I just want to say thank you to all of you guys who asked how you doing. Hope you get better. Hope you feel better. I appreciate that so much, guys, because I don't really have anybody around me that, you know, I could really lean on like that or talk to like that if I'm feeling it. For me, if anything like that happened, it must be a crisis. So a crisis situation where, oh my God, like I'm about to die, basically, that I will get that kind of help. But to say like you just need somebody to feel like somebody there or to feel comforted, you know, or something like that, I don't have that around me. And you guys provided that. I came on, I told you guys is like feel better or dress nice and I mean like dress warm and stuff, you know, and just like get well soon and all of those kind of stuff. And I appreciate the advice. I appreciate the well wishes and the, you know, wanting to get me feeling better, because there was nobody else around me doing that for me, guys. So thank you so much to you guys for that. Yeah, so I woke up this morning and I was bawling my eyes out because if y'all watched my last video, you guys would know that I'm in my 40s and I feel stuck. I feel like there's no way out of here, and then the way out is not coming fast enough. It's not coming fast enough for me. I feel like food is getting a little cold. Not cold, warmish. Yeah, I like it piping hot. These honey lemon fries are so good. So good. They did not put enough honey lemon on it. I'm annoyed. I need to be sitting up and eating, guys, because my food like it's digesting to the side of my stomach. Not good when you're eating, but I don't know, I just want to relax. I might sit up just now. Sorry guys, I realized it was so dark. My hand is numb. Oh my God. Pay no attention, I'm home, guys. So yeah, I feel like I put myself on the back burner. Ooh. All the butter in this potato, all the, ooh. Let me put some, yeah, ooh. I feel like I put myself on the back burner. And I sacrifice my success and everything for other people, and they were so ungrateful. See, I told you all I got a triple mix. That's all right, guys. Whew. Right. Guys, because you see me, I don't know how many of you are familiar with my videos, but I mentioned a while ago in one of my videos that when I was going to school, I had to work. And not only did I worked full time and went to school part time. I know a lot of people have done that and become very successful, but there are other factors to consider. And yes, a lot of people have beaten the odds despite all the negativity in their life. But let's face it, there are others like me who still can't get out of the struggle yet. It was not, it was very difficult because during that time, I was being very, very much, I had a lot of toxicity around me, let's just say that. And the toxicity got to me so badly that it used to tire me out really bad. And I didn't have a lot of willpower, and well, I had the willpower because I kept going, and literally it's only one subject that's keeping me back from getting my associates to get to my bachelor's, which I just think next year, if you know, if things next year, I want to go back to school, but I have to see how things go, because also I do want to pick up a second job because I got to get myself out of this situation. So if I go back to school, it would mean that I'll be here longer. But if I pick up a second job and work myself, hustle, I might stand a chance of getting out of here. And this environment has calmed down a lot. In fact, right now, it's the most peace I've ever had in this environment. Currently, right now, it is the most peace I have ever had in over 11 years in this environment. This current time, it has never been this peaceful. So you might ask why you want to go. Because everything in this environment triggers me and reminds me of what was. Everything. And it makes me feel trapped. I still feel all the toxicity, even though it's not there, it's here. It was a lot of emotional, mental, psychological, EBUSE. You know, so I just, and that is something that can be very hard to explain to people because they don't see any physical wounds. And once they don't see any physical wounds, they don't view it as such, you know, as the E word. which I think, you know, it's so hard because that is actual abuse. That, I mean, emotional abuse is a real thing, people. It's a real thing. And you don't have to be scarred or beaten for people to you know, to feel like something is wrong. You have people who have had suffered that kind of toxicity have a lot of bruises. They're just invisible. You can't see it because it's scarred inside. A lot of people are in a functional freeze. They doing what they're supposed to do and everything, but they're dealing with a lot of mental trauma. And I fall in that bracket somewhere. And I feel like the only way I'll be free and able to really see and pursue my goals and really feel free and, you know, happy inside with a sense of peace and fulfillment is getting out of this environment, no matter how it is right now. That's how it goes. It goes up and down, up and down. There'll be moments of peace, periods of peace. It can last for a while, and then everything could start again. Because when you're living in an environment where the people around you or the person around you is toxic, they can have a great negative effect on you. And that's what I've been dealing with for over 11 years. And when I say I put myself on the back burner, it had a lot of financial abuse in it. So people weren't picking up the slack. They were going to school full time while I was the breadwinner, or half the breadwinner. I mean, I contributed substantially and significantly while others went to school full time, had the time to do all the studying and everything, and when they got where they wanted to be, they just left. They didn't provide any much help, and they were unable to do such. Okay. You know the dynamics. You have the scapegoat, you have the golden child, and you have the, I forget the other one. But yeah. So they were enabled, and now they branch off to somebody else who they feel could catapult them to the next level in life, according to my teacher. And they just leave you, even though and they will never be really grateful for what the sacrifices, you know, I made for them. And when you sit back and think about, if I was as selfish as they were, how far I would be if I had only put myself first. It makes you feel like you neglected yourself. It makes you feel really hurt and angry and all kinds of emotions. Because you didn't want to be that way. I was never a selfish person. Never ever. And I don't think I have it in me. But I felt like if I was that type of person, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't still be here at all. The amount of financial abuse that took place. So it just hit me like a ton of bricks this morning. And all I could do is just cry. I said a few words to God about it. I know around this time is when you're feeling like that is when you're supposed to supplicate in prayer. And when I say supplicate, I mean pour your heart out in prayer to God and tell him everything. I just didn't have it in me. I couldn't form the words. I just told him the basics of the situation and how I felt about the people that contributed to that situation. And I let the angels and Jesus finish saying the rest for me in an appropriate way so that God can understand, because I can't tell God myself. Not right now. Not when my composure wasn't, you know. And that's the great thing about having Jesus Christ as the mediator between you and God. Because sometimes when you can't utter the words and really say how you feel, Jesus Christ could step in and explain to his Father on your behalf what is happening with his child. So yeah, guys, I was just like not in a good mood this morning. Just threw the rest of the butter on the fries. And I feel like I'm looking for a second job all now. And I feel like I'm going to put school on the back burner for now, even though it's something I really want to do, but school will always be there. I could be 110 and still go back to school, I guess. Figuratively speaking, guys, that's not realistically speaking, okay, guys, that's not possible, but you know what I'm saying. School will be there and you could always pursue your goal. But I think the more pressing matter is, if I want to get my happiness back, my peace back, I want to stop being triggered, because no amount of therapy is going to help me while I'm in this situation. I need to be out of it, because there's certain things that trigger me, and as soon as I see it, I'm irritated. Nothing has to be said, nothing has to be done. It's just that I see that, or I'm in it, and there. So once I'm out, because I don't think it makes sense having therapy in an environment that triggers you. I think that's counterproductive. So I just want to get away. Remember the song, I wanna get away. That's all. I want to fly away from here. It's a graveyard now. A bird graveyard. We have one more piece of chicken there. 2 pieces. I'm glad I didn't get the 20 piece after all, because I still have a lot of fries. and 2 pieces, and I'm full. And this triple berry mix is so good. Oh, my hands, they go numb leaning on them like that. But yeah, guys, thank you for listening to me. I didn't mean for it to turn this dark and for it to get this this sour, but that's the reality of the situation with me right now. I'm in an environment that is the most peaceful it has been since 11 years. Since over 11 years, but it is very triggering to me. Because maybe it's not so easy to let go of the past. Maybe if I'm away from the situation, I would find it easier to let go. But being in it, even though it's peaceful, it's too hard. Because I constantly see things that remind me of what was, you know. I'm constantly around the same person or people that remind me of what was, you know. And I can't be in that. I can't stay there. So, hope you guys understand. Because I know I'm not letting on too much details. I'm being a little bit vague. That's just to protect other people and, you know, because it's not just me involved. You know, your life is always intertwined with people and all of that. So, my story will always be my story. Excuse me. And nobody, not even God, can invalidate my experiences with a person or people because he saw the whole situation. He saw it. Nobody can invalidate your experiences you had with a person or people just because they treat other people differently than they treat you. Your experience with that person will always be your experiences with that person. So you might tell your story if you choose to, and people are gonna be like, "What? Huh? What? Huh? No, 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 not now, never, never." Pay no attention to those people that try to invalidate your experiences. There will be people that listen to you. There will be people that validate you if you choose to speak out. So yeah, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up in that. And thank you as always for not judging me. Might hear me waking up and just being in bed. I'll probably, I might do a zhuzh up or a makeup video or something soon. But right now, the way how I was feeling this morning is how I was feeling for the past few weeks. Which is why I wasn't on camera a lot. I was also sick. And I'm just not in the best of moods. But I'm trying to pull myself out of that. Maybe go take some walks. Maybe carry you all on a couple walks with me if I get out. But I don't want to stay stuck in the mental place I am right now, which is just like feeling stuck and trapped and lost and like there's no light at the end of the tunnel or that I'm never going to get out of here. I'm trying not to stay in that mindset. So, once again, thank you guys for listening. It's 40 minutes. I have rinsed your ears out. Guys, I love you all. Take care.